Hey folks, it's Brendan back again for another free YouTube video, and the title of this video is Conversion Crushing Reviews. So basically what I'm going to try and go over is the traits that you'll find on really high converting product reviews. This can be applicable to Amazon, to ClickBank. Anytime you're doing any kind of affiliate marketing, this is the traits that I believe will positively impact your conversion rates. So this is a very important part of making money online through affiliate marketing, is knowing what you need to include in your reviews. And I'm just going to ask you one favor, that once you finish watching the video, if you think that I was unclear at some part in the video, or you think that there's other traits that I should include as well, just leave a comment below in the YouTube section and we can have a discussion going on there as well. But for now, I'm just going to start with the first slide of the video, and that will be the first important trait with affiliate marketing is where you put your affiliate links. I'm going to have this circle in particular be related to Amazon, because with Amazon, a good portion of your job is just to get the visitor over to Amazon, because Amazon's so good at converting visitors with its own product reviews from people that have bought the product, and they've just basically optimized their website to make sales. So just get them over there, and because of that, I want to have at least one link at the top of each product review, so people with short attention spans, before they press the back button on their keyboard or browser, they have an opportunity to head over to Amazon. I think the average amount of time that a visitor spends on a web page is 5 seconds or less. So really, it's a no-brainer that you should definitely have a link at the top of your product review. And I'd also say that you should definitely have a link at the bottom of your product review, because there will be some visitors for sure that want to critically examine your review and come out with a really informed decision on whether to buy the product or not. So for the people that are going to read through your review, it makes sense to have a link at the bottom after they're done reading to be able to click over. And for people with ADD like myself, you want to have a top link so that they can click it before they leave the page. And of course, you can add in more affiliate links, but my advice for this is, if you're playing the Google SEO game, then you may want to think about how many affiliate links you're putting on your product review, because if you have too many of them, it can actually hurt your Google rankings. And in a lot of cases, some websites where I've overdone it with affiliate links have been completely obliterated by the search engines and blasted off to like page 9 or 10. So honestly, for my product reviews, I like to err on the side of caution and have 2 links and maybe 3, and then of course more if it's a really long review, but that's just more on your discretion. The second thing I want to talk about is real simple concept. That's just to add an image of the product to your product reviews. It just looks more professional, and I had this like more images and videos will get you more money, because it just looks more professional. I mean, really well done reviews do have images and even sometimes videos to support the textual content they have on the page. So it just kind of makes sense that you'd want to include this so that you're kind of a trustworthy web page to take for this advice. And I do not recommend that you have this image push down your content. I think that's a bad idea. I think you need to left or right indent it so that you'll have your image on the left side of your product review, and then you'll have a link right beside it or right underneath it. But make sure your top affiliate link is not below the fold. And what I mean by that is, when the product review page loads, make sure there's an affiliate link that a visitor could click on. Now the next thing is about the amount of content for each product review. I'm under the belief that too short is not convincing enough. If it's just a paragraph or 2, in my opinion, when I look at those product reviews, I think this is not a well-researched review. I don't put any validity behind it, and I kind of just ignore those reviews. My better advice is to have a reasonable amount of content, but at the same time, too long just becomes boring for a lot of people. And if you start getting to the 2,000, 3,000 word length, in general, I find a lot of people will not have the patience to be able to read all the way through that, and it will probably decrease your click-through rate. And the one exception I included on the bottom is high-ticket items. Lots of times visitors for high-ticket items do not mind reading a bunch more because they're investing a lot of money into this buying decision, so they actually want more content. But for the most part, for your typical product review, some nice middle ground between too short and too long is just a nice, maybe like 500, 600 word area, around that range. I think that's pretty reasonable for most internet visitors. And this last piece of advice that I think is going to shock a lot of people is that you actually want to criticize the product that you're reviewing. And there's a real significant reason for doing this, and that's because perfection just doesn't sound real. And you've heard the hype. People try and hype products really hard, and I think people's instincts and reactions, because of the way they've been treated in the past, is just to not trust product reviewers that claim perfection. So by actually including a minor complaint, you become more real and trustworthy with the visitor. So even if your product was perfect, it would still be nice to even just make a flaw up or something like that. Not like completely up, but just find maybe some minor twinge or thing that someone might take poorly, and include it in your review. But the real big thing here is that the flaw can't really be that big a deal. You don't want the flaw to be a deal breaker. You want the visitor to leave the review saying, you know what, okay, it's not perfect, but it's definitely worthy of a purchase. So it's an awesome product, and lots of times it's just like the minor problem is just not significant. It's like you basically want to make the statement that yes, it does have a flaw, but it wouldn't stop me from making a purchase. So overall, for the traits of a crushing product review, you need to be concerned with your affiliate link placement and the amount of affiliate links that you include. You want to have an image of the product just for professionalism. You want to make sure that it's not too long or too short. 500 to 600 words is about the length that I think is reasonable for my product reviews. And you want to make sure that it sounds real. And a good way to make it sound more real is to have at least one flaw that's not deal breaking by any means. One flaw that just conveys that you're a trustworthy reviewer. And the last point I want to leave you with is write clear English. Slang is definitely fine, and in a lot of cases slang can reinforce that you're a real person, but just make sure that if you do use slang or if you don't, make sure that your product review is easy to read and that it's actually enjoyable, because you're going to get a lot higher conversion rate if you sound real and you also sound professional. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you have something that you want to add for product reviews, or you agree with everything I said in this video, then write me a comment below and we can get a discussion going on there. Otherwise, I'd really appreciate it if you like this video or you subscribe to my channel, because I really rely on your guys' feedback for what works for you and what doesn't. But that is all for now, so I will talk to you on the next video that I put out. Thanks a lot.